Hello children, today we are going to do our next lesson. Our next lesson is of standard 5th English text and the name of our lesson is Wonderful Waste. Now what do you mean by wonderful? Wonderful means marvelous and waste means which is of no use, unwanted things. You know, there are so many unwanted things and from that you make beautiful things. For example, ice cream stick. What do you make from ice cream stick? You make a wall piece or you make a pen set. Similarly, like plastic bottles, how you use them? Instead of throwing them, we can use it to make a flower vase or we can make a basket. And like that, most people are having a habit of wasting food, but we should not waste food. Instead of wasting the food, we can reuse it again. For example, sometimes at night the rice are left over, ज़्यादा हो जाते, कभी ज़्यादा बन जाते हैं. तो what your mother do? The next day she reused. How? Next day we fry it. We fry the rice, or sometimes chapatis are left. So what you are doing? What your mother does? She deep fry it or she fry the rotis. So today our lesson is based on that only. From the waste, a beautiful dish was made and how it was made. So let's start our lesson. Once the Maharaja of Travancore, he ordered a grand dinner in his palace. What do you mean by palace? Palace means where the king lives, a king's residence. So in the afternoon, before the dinner, he went into the kitchen to survey the dishes that had been prepared for the feast. And when he entered into the kitchen, he saw some vegetable scraps lying in the basket. So he asked the cook, "What are you going to do with those vegetable scraps?" The cook said, "They all are waste. We will throw them away." The Maharaja became angry. He said, "You cannot waste all these bits and pieces of vegetable scraps. Find a way to use it." And Maharaja commanded sternly and he walked away. What do you mean by sternly? Sternly means strictly. He said strictly and he walked away. Now, the cook was in a fix and kept staring at the vegetable scraps. He was thinking, now how I will use these vegetable scraps? Then thinking and suddenly an idea came into his mind. He took all the vegetable scraps, he washed them, cleaned them properly, and then he cut them in a long strips. And then he put that vegetables long strips into a huge pot. And he put the pot onto the fire to cook. After that, what he did? He ground some fresh coconut. What do you mean by ground? Ground means to grind. He ground some fresh coconut, green chilies and garlic together. And he added that paste and some salt into the cooking vegetable. A tempting smell started coming from the pot. What do you mean by tempting? Tempting means an attractive smell started coming from the pot. Then next what he did? He whipped the curd. Whip means the next what he did? He whipped the curd. Whip means beaten the curd and added it to the curry and decorate the dish with the curry leaves. Lo and behold. What do you mean by lo and behold? It means look what a surprise. A new dish was ready. And in the evening, when the guest came, the cook served the new dish to the guest and they like it too much. And guests were eager to know the name of the new dish. Now the cook thought and thought, and the name came to his mind, and he gave the name Avial. Now Avial became the famous Kerala feast. Now Avial became famous all over Kerala, and now is one of the famous traditional feasts in Kerala. Now children, from where it came, from where this new dish came, it all came from the basket of waste. So have you understood the lesson that we should not waste food? Now let's do the hard words. Travancore, ordered, prepared, commanded, sternly, staring, tempting, whipped, poured, traditional, Avial, served, flushed, scraps, entered. Give meanings. In a fix, a situation hard to escape from. Flash across the mind, suddenly think of. Lo and behold, look, what a surprise. Traditional feast, hearty meal for many guests served on a special occasion. Scraps, leftover materials. Sternly, strictly. Survey, examine. Tempting, attractive. Thank you.